simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Crimson Tide head coach has let me know pregame. Talking to his team, he wants his quarterback to come out slinging it early. He has been so good all season, but he has a chance to go over 3,000 yards today. And while stats don't usually determine the game plan, the coach said we want to rely on him. He's led us this far, and we want to make sure he gets those stats so he's in the conversation for some of the big awards when the season ends. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Headed to the edge, it's Riley. Got enough for the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. The 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. On the ground, it's Hill. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hands it off. Here's some daylight. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. And everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Brown wants to pass. Lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Throwing Russell. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Down he goes.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausted.
And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Let's talk about Alabama. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run it on 4th down, and he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Moves them into a 4th down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Keelan Russell. Look out. Dumps it off in the flats.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying the run, it's Cobb. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Sells the run, looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Cobb. Touchdown, Auburn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Russell makes the catch. It's Rodgers. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Dropping back, it's Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it moving. It's Wiley. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they'd gotten a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Right side, it's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Man, and one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Brown will throw it. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Rush is on. Back's got it on the screen. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for the edge, it's Cobb. Stopped right there.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Give to the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing Russell. They're all over him. Left side is Edwards. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going temp.
Holds it in on the left. All out of space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He's got the first down. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense trying to take it back. Oh, look out on the right. Takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the return, it's Richardson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Brown will throw it. Out wide left, it's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 15 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Horned Frogs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick give. It's Cobb. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Brown wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Trying to get started. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Stepping to the right. He's going to run it across the 45. There he goes. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, the running back has it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Keelan Russell. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the
talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys. He's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Oh, pressure's coming. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Washington. Sweet cut there. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations. So
he's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception. Here comes that Alabama offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for room. It's Riley. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Bama! He got a step and just dusted the field. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game?
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Just smothered on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Still looking to his right. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They're going to ride this running back. He's past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front on the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Russell. Left. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs some football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And maybe that fumble recovery becomes the first step in a miracle rally. Way off target there.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Looking for a huge play. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
Hits inside. It's Cobb. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Nice way to knock that one down.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
There aren't many guarantees in life, but try a field goal from a million yards away, and you're not going to make it, and he didn't. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And that last field goal miss really changes the strategy. You're still up 2 possessions, and you got an opportunity to work the clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Shakes off the defender. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Throwing Russell. Rush right in his face. And he gets it away.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
From the gun, it's Cobb. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Brown will throw it. They'll run the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
The fake wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Cobb. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.